Hi everybody, today we will be learning about headless setup of Raspberry Pi. Many of you would have started with Raspberry Pi and many of you would have been thinking of getting started. So yeah, first of all let's know what is Raspberry Pi basically, just to starting. Yeah, so Raspberry Pi is SBC, single board computer. So it's a computer which totally comes in a single board. Like if you see a computer system and it has computer CPU, monitor, keyboard and mouse. If you remove the CPU and bring a Raspberry Pi instead of that, you get to your computer system back. Raspberry Pi is that. It has its own operating system, its RAM, processor and everything in it, and it acts perfectly as a computer system, and it has its own operating system. Generally we use Raspbian operating system. The added advantage is that you get access to the general purpose input output pins through which you can connect sensors and actuators in it. Generally to use Raspberry Pi you need to have a keyboard, mouse and monitor with you, but laptop के ज़माने में आजकल सबके पास नहीं होता. That's why we want to have headless setup of Raspberry Pi. So before going on to how to do the headless setup, we need to know what is headless setup. So when this internet was being developed, many of the scientists thought that if we are connecting computers in network, different computers in network, and all those computers are at different places, why, and we can access data from one computer to another, why cannot access the computer itself? And this concept led to the rise of the concept of remote login. Through remote login, you can access any other computer through your computer and do any work on that. So this technique is used for headless setup. In Raspberry Pi, we do the remote login via SSH for CUI and via VNC Beaver for GUI. So for getting started, you need to install a Raspberry Pi imager. You need to download the Raspberry Pi image. Then you need to install wireless network watcher to find the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. This wireless network watcher will be by Nearsoft, link given below in the description. You need to have PuTTY for SSH login, and you need to have VNC Beaver for GUI login. After installing, pause the video, install it, then again start the video. We will tell you how to do it. Yeah, so to get started with the Raspberry Pi, we have to open the Raspberry Pi image software, and then we got to choose the operating system, which I have already downloaded, so I will use custom, and it's down somewhere. Yeah, it's here. Raspberry Pi Buster full zip 2.47 GB. Yeah, so we select it and we choose the SD card, which is this one, and click on the write, and it will start the writing. So it is start writing. We got to wait. Alright, so verification is also almost complete. After this is complete, you can continue and close this window. And after closing, do not remove this memory card directly. First of all, you have to safely eject. So I guess it has safely ejected. Yeah. Alright, since it has safely ejected, we can simply plug it out and plug it back in. And after plugging it back in, it will be red, where you will see a boot folder. Now what you have to do, you have to open this boot folder, and in this boot folder you need to create two files. One of them is file with this content, country, network, that is your Wi-Fi password, name and password. So Wi-Fi name, I'll put my Wi-Fi name over here. Yeah, and the password. And then I got to save this file with the name of WPA underscore supplicant .conf, and this will be done in the boot folder. Alright, so this has got saved in the boot folder. After that, we again create a new file. Here I enter just a single space, and then I name this file as SSH. But that's a problem actually. So now this is this SSH file. I got to rename it, and while renaming, I have to remove any extension that I got. It should be just SSH. So it's SSH. I put enter and file. Okay, and that's done for here. Now we'll close it and safely remove this SD card from the device. Alright. Yeah, so you guys install the softwares and then did all the steps which were given in the previous part. So what you did exactly was, first of all you install Raspbian in your SD card. After that you created an simple SSH file to start SSH. After that you set up Wi-Fi through WPA supplicant.conf file, and you enter the SSID and password of your Wi-Fi hotspot. After doing these steps, you need to insert the SD card in your Raspberry Pi and start the Raspberry Pi. Doing these steps will basically start the SSH at the startup, and it will help your Raspberry Pi to connect to the Wi-Fi hotspot. Alright. So after doing that, you need to connect your laptop to the same hotspot to which the Raspberry Pi is connected, and then start the wireless network watcher in your laptop. And after that, the wireless network watcher will start scanning all the available IP address of the connected devices, and in that list you will be seeing the IP address of the Raspberry Pi. And after finding the IP address, you simply have to open up PuTTY, put in your IP address, and you are logged into the CLI of your Raspberry Pi. And our Raspberry Pi की दुनिया आपकी मुट्ठी में हो जाती है. You simply get the access to the Raspberry Pi but in CLI mode. So basically, after doing that SSH login, you have to enter the username as Pi and password as Raspberry, and after that you get to the access to Raspberry Pi, and then in the terminal you have to enter sudo raspi config. The description will be given below in the description. So you just have to click that, press enter, and after pressing enter, dialog box will appear, and in that dialog box you will see one option called interface. Click on that interface option and you will see VNC. You click on VNC, you will see enable VNC, yes or no. You click on yes. After that, reboot your Raspberry Pi. After that, your Raspberry Pi will reboot, and then you can start the Raspberry Pi and enter the IP address, and then you will get GUI access to your Raspberry Pi. उसके बाद जो करना है वो करो. Alright, peace out.